Hello there. My name is Dr. Wendi Benson, and I'm recording this video to hopefully inspire you to use gamification to increase student engagement in online classes and even in in-person classes as well. So this video will help you design a class that taps into Standard 3 for the Humanistic Online Model for Engagement, or the HOME model, and specifically looking at learner engagement. So I'm going to show you a really simple gamification system that encourages students to connect with professors, interact with fellow students, and also be more involved in campus activities, which is really important, especially for our online students who may feel somewhat disconnected from the university. This system can be implemented in any class, be it in person or online, without making any major adjustments. It's just kind of like an add-on to any class that you're teaching. So let me show you the XP reward system, and keeping in mind that you can tailor this however you like it. So this is for my experimental psychology online class, and the information is provided to the students in the first module, which kind of goes over the course. And so they have their XP system and their leaderboard that I'll show you here in a little bit. So in this class, students can earn XP, experience points, by doing things, by engaging with the class. So I want to encourage students to meet with me or meet with the TA. So they earn 4 XP for their first appointment or visit with a professor or a TA. They also get XP for posting a question in the Q&A discussion board, and even more XP for posting an answer to a student's question in the discussion board. And I found this to be really helpful because I check the discussion maybe every other day, and a lot of times I pop in and a student has already answered another student's question, which I think is wonderful. I also try to show students that I'm human and I make mistakes, and I encourage them to call me out on that. So you'll see in a little bit that I have an attention to detail discussion board where if I make an error or a typo or something's not clear, they can post it there and I'll fix it and give them credit for letting me know. You'll also see a discussion that's all about campus activities and things going on campus, where students can promote things that they're doing maybe with a club or organization, or just something that looks like a cool thing to do on campus. If they post something promoting an event, they get 4 XP, and if they attend and share their attendance in the board, they get 2 XP. Because this is a research class, I also have a research in the wild discussion, which I just recently made kind of midway through the semester because a student told me it'd be a good idea, so I added that to this. And so if they find some really cool example of research in the media or somewhere else, they can post it and get points, or they can reply to somebody else's post and get points as well. And then I have random reasons here because I like to use course announcements in Blackboard Ultra. And so sometimes I'll bury, at the end of an announcement, send me a picture of a cute animal through Blackboard messages for 2 XP. So I actually did that recently, and I got tons of really cute animal pictures. And that's just a way to kind of keep students engaged with those announcements because they're kind of looking for those little extras. There also may be someone doing research on campus or something else going on campus that I want to incentivize students to participate in, but not necessarily make it worth extra credit. So XP is a great thing to bribe them with if you want to encourage them to participate. Now, the reason that students care about these XP points is because they can unlock rewards with XP. So in this class, once they get 10 XP, they get 2 attempts on the midterm multiple choice, and it's really easy to add extra attempts in Blackboard Ultra. If you just click on the assignment and then go to the student view, you can click on the options for that student, and you can add an exception and give them multiple attempts. I also give them an automatic 100% on their chapter quizzes if they hit 20 XP, so I look for their lowest one at the end of the semester and change their grade. They also get an opportunity to revise one of their major written assignments if they hit 30 XP, and then if they hit 40 XP, they get a bonus point on their final exam. Now, I have some students who are very competitive and a little bit overachieving, and so I want to give a little bonus to those students who go above and beyond the minimum for unlocking all the rewards. So I will award a student who has the most XP with a certificate and 2 points of extra credit and bragging rights, right? So now I want to show you some of the things that are related to this XP system in my class. So the discussions are the biggest thing. So if you look here, I've got the campus involvement forum, attention to detail, question and answer, and research in the wild, and then their required discussions here. Now, one thing that I want to show you that is really, really cool is if you look at my question and answer discussion forum, and I'm going to scroll quickly just because I don't want to, invade any students' privacy. Look how active it is. And keep in mind, I'm only in week 6 right now. Now, have a look at my question and answer discussion forum for my previous version of Psych 323, where there was no XP system. And this is the question and answer discussion forum at the end of the semester. One post. Okay? So that right there tells you that this system really does encourage student engagement, at least with that question and answer discussion forum. It definitely makes a difference. So now let me show you kind of logistically how this works out. So I have an XP tracking system, and I'll share this with you. And let me show you my actual version that has student names hidden. So at the beginning of the semester, I have students complete a survey asking various questions about like internet connectivity, apprehension about taking the class, things like that. But I also ask for their first and last name and for the nickname they want to use in the leaderboard. That way I can keep a leaderboard posted, keep people thinking about the XP system, but without outing anybody and providing anybody's name. So throughout the semester, as students meet with me or they post, I pop right in here to this Excel sheet. I find their name, and of course it's listed in order of last name. And then I grant them their XP. And the way I have it set up, and the way I have it set up in the Google Sheet that I'm providing to you, is you'll see there's a sum calculation here for everything involved, all the different columns, all the different ways they can earn points. So once you have your updated stat point total, or XP totals for each student based on their nickname, you can just copy that data with their nickname and their total. So I'm going to copy it. Don't include this, just include the names and the totals. And then I can paste it in to my leaderboard. And to keep the formatting the same, I'm going to just paste it as values. Now, leaderboards work best when the leader's at the top, right? So I'm just going to highlight all those numbers. So, woo. And then you can sort and filter from largest to smallest. Always expand your selection. And now I can change my formatting because I want that leader to have the cool formatting. So I'm just going to highlight this, hit Format Painter, make that the format for that, and then I'm going to change the format for the not leader to be like everybody else. There. And then what I usually do is I'll save this as a PDF. And then when you post it in the class, it looks really pretty. So I have it here. I update it periodically and then kind of put when I last updated it. And to update it, you just go in Blackboard and replace the file. And I'll show you what it looks like in Blackboard. So it looks pretty cool when you do it just as a PDF. It doesn't include all the extra stuff that you didn't use, the extra cells. So I will tell you that students are more engaged, right? I showed you that the discussion board is a lot more lively when you have the XP system. I'll also let you know that I've had 6 students meet with me this semester. Remember, I reward them for that. Last semester, I only had 1 student meet with me, and that was for the whole semester. And in fact, when I met with a student yesterday, he expressed how much he loves the XP system and how it really proved to him that I want them to be engaged, that I want them to ask questions, that I want them to meet with me. And he really enjoyed having the opportunity to earn bonuses by being more engaged in the class. I also had an intro video discussion in the class, and students expressed how excited they were about the XP system in there. And again, it's just a way to kind of make it fun, right? To give students an opportunity to earn rewards. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing my XP system for online. I'll show you an example of what my stat point system looked like in stats, because you can call this whatever you want. So if you're teaching an in-person class, you can have, you've got similar rewards here. I also have a music request discussion board when I have an in-person class, and I play music at the beginning of class or when they're working on activities. And so they can do music requests and get points for that. And they love hearing their own music in class. But you can see the different types of rewards you can offer in person, right? Study guides for the whole class if they get a certain point overall, and snacks. And then I allowed them to have note cards for exams and still gave them like revisions and automatic 100s. And then in stats, I actually have some 3D printed trophies that my students can earn if they're the pro. So I think that's really fun too. All right. All of these will be available to you to kind of play with on your own and use as you need. And I hope that you are inspired to use a little dose of gamification to make your class a little bit more engaging.